Thursday Thunder.
Yeah.
Adrian.
Yes.
19th of December. This time next week, Christmas will be all over.
Yep. You gonna do another one of these?
No.
No?
This is... Well, you're jumping the gun. I've got that on the list here to talk about later.
I don't know what you're talking about.
But no, this is more than likely our last Thursday Thunder for the year, because next Thursday is public holiday. Following, and then on Friday I have to work at one of the shops. Saturday I'll be working at one of the shops.
Sunday we'll be here training arms.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yes.
What's been happening?
Not a lot.
Not a lot? That's right, you weren't here last week.
No.
Because I was sick. Kim, can I have a day off?
I never have a day off. And, the next day,
really?
the next day, people came and goes, "Oh, you must have been pretty bad if you didn't come into work." I'm like, "Oh, it's okay."
But like, here, your wife said that she even had. Did you get food poisoning from?
Right, I think it was something because nothing was staying in. It was only coming out one end.
Not a pre-prepared meal company.
I hope not. I really hope not, because it was about a day and a half of just not retaining anything. But me being stubborn, I kept eating. I'm like, I have to keep eating, but it kept coming out. So, yeah, wasn't a fun time.
Very good. But we're here in our functional room still, so we've set ourselves up here again.
Yes.
And I've been doing some conditioning training.
Yes, I noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I send you a message saying you're going to come and do it, and I get back like, yuck.
Yeah. Nah, this isn't for me. Not my cup of tea.
I must admit it's different, and I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
But it feels like my heart is going to explode. And for some strange reason, that's somehow alluring. Yeah.
I want to feel like death.
And speaking of the gym, so we got a special here at the gym that runs through until the 31st of December.
December, yes.
So if you buy 12 months for $4.99, you actually get 13 months.
Yes. A few people have taken that up already.
Exactly right. So 30 months for the price of 12 works out to around $8 a week. No joining fees, no key fees, nothing.
Nothing.
And even though today is forecast to be 45 degrees in Adelaide, it's nice in here because we've got 4 air conditioners at the moment running. So as soon as you walk through that door, everyone goes, "Man, it's nice in here."
Yeah. Yesterday I was seeing the other day, like it got so cool in here. I actually stepped outside to heat up again to get back inside. So it got too cold in here.
Yeah. So come and check it out. 13 months for the price of 12. That is running through until the end of this month.
Yep.
All right, moving on to some news. So, speaking about the TGA, big TGA hoo-ha that was happening at the beginning of this month. Well, the consultation period finished on the 3rd, and there's nothing really been released. But we were sent something the other day. But I haven't seen any official release that the first changes are coming in, and that is to do with caffeine dosages. Caffeine
dosages, yes, from the FSANZ.
Yeah, which is the Food Standards Australia and New Zealand or something like that. That's what it is. Something like that, yeah. So apparently the first things to be regulated and controlled is going to be the amount of caffeine that you can have in beverages and in pre-workouts.
Yep.
And caffeine can't be added to foods.
No. So no, like you said yesterday.
So you can't have a protein powder that has got caffeine added to it or anything like that. So,
But would that mean, like, I know it's stupid, but have you seen the Panadol or paracetamol that have caffeine in it?
No? Is there paracetamol?
Yeah, there's paracetamol with caffeine added into it.
Yeah.
So would that would fall under medication, so they can add caffeine to that.
Well, that is a TGA controlled product that has TGA approval, so that would be totally different.
Okay.
This is Food Standards Australia, so it's to do with protein powders and a lot of supplements that are in a powder form, your pre-workouts and everything, come under Food Standards.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So we sort of couldn't get our head around exactly what it meant, but we sort of worked it out. But in the end, what you will most probably see is that your pre-workout serving size is going to be made smaller.
Yep. And more than likely, your caffeinated drinks, be that like Monster, sports drinks like that, they're going to be either smaller serving size now, or just have half the caffeine in it.
Yeah. Well, I think if you get a Monster now, they'll say on there now 2 serves, do they?
I don't know. Go over and get one, see what it's like.
Interesting. Yeah. So that looks like it will be the first thing. So I'm still not sure if it means that products that are on the shelves, they can't do it so that everything that's on the shelf is immediately illegal. But obviously all new stuff that is going to be coming through will have to adhere to these new rules.
Yeah, either have like a new label put onto it, like this, or just change the serving size, or
exactly right.
Which isn't the monumentous crazy backlash that everyone was scared of.
Well, not yet.
Not yet.
The TGA itself has not come out with any of their regulations that they proposed, or which ones are going to be adopted.
No. Haven't seen anything, haven't heard anything like it. So
and obviously this time of year now, they've all shut down, they're all going on holidays. It's going to be really nothing.
We don't care now.
Yeah, exactly right. So, that'll be interesting.
Yes.
Will it affect the industry? I don't think so. I think companies will just adapt and they'll change servings, and there's nothing that will stop you from having 2 or 3 scoops instead of...
No, that's all on you.
Exactly right.
just
like the guy who died taking a massive amount of caffeine. It was
5
all on him.
grams.
Condolences to his
Yes,
family.
sorry.
Yeah. All right. Now, did you see the Arnold Classic lineups were released?
Yes. Yes, I did. Saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
It's a great lineup.
This is a Mr. Olympia lineup.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'll just quickly go through it. So we have got Lionel Bayaki, William Bonac, Max Charles, Rami, Dexter Jackson, Johnny Jackson. That was interesting. Johnny Jackson retired a few years ago. Apparently he's making a comeback, and he's making a comeback into most probably the best lineup in the Arnold Classic USA for years. Steve Kuklo, Josh Lenarnowitz. So that's interesting. So obviously Josh has committed and is all over his little issues with his
brain.
Yeah, brain. Was it would you call it a brain tumour? I suppose so.
A tumour of the brain. Yeah.
Victor Martinez, and he hasn't competed for a while either.
No, and he's pushing.
Cedric McMillan.
Yeah.
It's interesting that he's doing this show, considering that he's already qualified for Olympia.
So I actually listened to another podcast with a couple of other people, like Fuad Abiad and Luke Sando and they were talking about Cedric, that he is doing every single show to learn how to nail his condition every single time.
Yeah, but that can also work backwards.
Yeah.
Because the body can finally,
He also wants to get paid.
Well, look, I agree. And Dave Palumbo says this, that if you're a pro bodybuilder, he doesn't understand why they don't do a number of shows. Like in the season, in the beginning of the season, if there's 2, 3 or 4 shows a few weeks apart, why wouldn't you do it? You're a pro athlete.
Yeah.
Someone actually commented, because Cedric McMillan won a couple of shows at the beginning of the year, and then he came second in the third one, so he did a circuit. A few people said, why is Cedric competing in more shows, because he's already qualified for the Olympia? Well, Cedric is a professional bodybuilder.
Yeah, and if you can
if you got a chance to get a payday at a contest, why the hell wouldn't you do that? That's your job.
Yeah, I mean, if you can go, I'll diet for an extra week and have a chance possibly to win 20 grand. That's a $20,000 payday. And then let's say he has sponsors that just say match what he wins, or like you get 50% extra. That's an extra 20, 30 grand on top. So it'd be stupid not to. But good on him.
Exactly.
Well done, Cedric.
So moving right along, then we got Patrick Moore. He was the guy who really got shafted at the Olympia, finished 10th. I predict this Patrick Moore will be the big mover in the pro ranks this year.
I reckon he's going to be the next guy to, like, about 3-4 years, he will be the one to win the consecutive, like, 4 or 5 in a row. Because his
he just needs a little bit more size, which he might have put on already, and he will, I think, be one of these next pros that can dominate pro shows seen for a while. Sergio Oliva Jr. is also in the show, Akeem Williams and Rolly Winkler. So that is a really, really world-class lineup.
Good show.
If that was a Mr. Olympia lineup, you'd be going, wow, what a good lineup.
What a good Olympia. A lot than the last one we saw.
So the only really is Mr. Olympia himself isn't in it.
Nope.
What's his name?
Brandon Curry.
Brandon Curry.
That's how much of an impact he made.
So Brandon Curry, so he's not in it. So Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. It's
Oh,
gonna
me
be really
too, no.
and especially with Josh Lenartowicz. This is a show I think he can finish in the top 5 in this easily, if not even higher. Dexter Jackson. Did you watch his video? Put up a video about it. He put up a video about it saying that he's going for his 30th pro win. I don't think Dexter will win this shot.
Nope.
But he'll be right up there in the top 5.
A pigeon just fell.
Really?
I think so. Just then.
Falling off their perches.
I saw a wing.
So yeah, that's it. Now we've got a couple of questions. We had a couple of questions. We're starting to get some questions. So just
we are starting to get a lot of good questions and a lot of
quickly pull it up.
A lot of bot questions too.
Oh, that is frustrating. The bots.
They're amazing. I love them.
Yep.
They're annoying, but I love them.
Okay. All right. Is it true that drinking? This is from JVH. Yeah, JVH.
You got it.
Yep. Yeah. Is it true that drinking too much water flushes out all your nutrients? Is yellow best or clear? That's the colour of the urine.
Yeah.
All right. Now, yes, drinking too much water can flush out your nutrients, especially things like potassium, and it can upset your potassium-sodium levels, which can cause problems. Now, that though means that you have to drink a lot.
Yeah.
We're talking in excess of 4 litres a day.
Yeah.
Most people struggle to get 3.
I don't.
No. But generally you should be trying for maybe 2 to 3 litres of water a day, and that is still fine. But I then looked into this, and I've got here 7 signs that you're actually drinking too much water. Am I keeping you up?
Sorry, no. It's what, hyperhydration?
Yep.
Yeah.
So, now, the first one is that you are peeing all the time. Now, when you do drink a lot of water, you will tend to pee a lot. But what this means is that you go to the toilet and you come out and you think, I need to pee again.
Yeah.
That's generally a sign that maybe you're drinking too much. Now, I've experienced this, and you would have experienced this during comp prep, when you're water loading and you literally do go to the toilet, and in the middle of the night, I can remember going to the toilet, coming back, lying in bed and thinking, I need to go.
An hour later.
No, well, literally straight away. No, I need to pee again. So that is a sign that you are drinking most probably too much. Now, your pee is clear. Now, we're talking about urine that is absolutely water clear.
Yeah.
So that is a sign that you're drinking too much. Your urine should have a slight yellow tinge to it. If it is actually really, really yellow, that's a sign that you're dehydrated.
Yes. Yeah, like in the morning sometimes you wake up, it's like, whoa.
That's right.
That's fluorescent.
Yeah, exactly right. So you should be aiming for a urine consistency that is slightly yellow. You're starting to get cramps. That can come from the excess urination, can lead to the loss of potassium. So your potassium sodium levels in your cells go out of whack, and that can cause cramps. You're fatigued during the day or at any time. Basically, that's because your kidneys are working overtime to filter out all the water you're consuming, balance your fluid levels, and you will start to experience adrenal fatigue as well as a rise in stress hormones. So again, another sign. Swollen hands and feet. Yep. And that is a sign of because your blood sodium levels are imbalanced. Fluids may rush to correct them, leading to swelling in your hands and your feet. Headaches, again relating from sodium and potassium imbalances. And then if you are drinking too much water, you're effectively drinking when you're not thirsty.
Yeah.
Which is what bodybuilders do during comp prep. They just keep sipping and sipping and sipping, adding the water in. Really, you should be drinking when you're starting to feel a little bit dry in the mouth, but not then excessively thirsty.
Yeah.
So you've got to find that balance, If you're not thirsty, that is usually a sign that you're hydrated.
Yeah.
So that's it. That's a pretty simple one to follow. So in a nutshell, yes, drinking too much can flush out nutrients out of the body. Is there a need for plant-based dieters to use an oxalate supplement to help stop kidney stones? You know that I'm getting really annoyed with the plant-based questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this isn't having a go at JBH who sent the question in, because I'm not an expert on plant-based diets.
Neither am I.
Yeah.
Neither am I, not at all.
Yeah. So, that being said, I just did a Google search, which you could have done as well. And yes, there can be sometimes a need for an oxalate-based supplement, which is a calcium-based supplement.
Yes.
Yeah, especially calcium citrate. I was told by a vegan athlete that for that to happen, you have to eat a massive amount of greens.
Yes.
But if you're a vegan, aren't you eating a massive amount of greens?
When I guess massive amount is very subjective to an individual.
Well, exactly right.
Really, I mean, if I said, I have 2.5, 3 kilos of broccoli a day, every day for the next week, there's bound to be some sort of oxalated buildup.
Yeah.
But it's subjective. So if you're worried about it, sure, I'll take a calcium citrate product, but I wouldn't overthink it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, look, we'll leave it at that, because neither of us are really totally qualified to comment on vegan-based diets.
Nope.
Yep. All right, that's it. Oh, look, there's one here. Now, I'm not sure what this question means. How can I determine myself to achieve my goals? I look at you as a role model. And he's obviously looking at me as a role model.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Yeah, totally. That's it.
Yeah. And he goes, how can I determine myself to achieve my goals? Is this one of those, how do I get motivation to...
It seems that way, yeah. Like, how can I become more goal-oriented, maybe? How do I increase my determination to get where I want to be?
Yep.
Just do exactly that. Pitch yourself where you want to be, take little steps to get there.
Yeah, look, I think we've covered this motivational thing a long time, and I think motivation itself is bullshit. I think what you need to do is you need to set yourself a pattern of consistency. You know, so I'm going to train every day at 4 o'clock, and then go train every day at 4 o'clock. Doesn't matter how shit you feel, doesn't matter how hot it is, doesn't matter how fucking cold it is, how shit your day at work was, you go at 4 o'clock. And once you set yourself into a pattern, that becomes ingrained in you. Like with me, training is ingrained in me. I don't, people constantly ask me, what motivates you to keep training? I want to train, I love to train, I've got that ingrained into me as a pattern of my day.
Yes.
That's it. So it's something that I do in some form every single day, and if I don't do it, I will feel worse for it. That's the best way I can answer that question. Anyway, that's it. Don't forget our specials. Got all our specials on, always our normal specials. Spend $350 in store or more, you get 15% off. Buy 3 or more ATP products, and right now actually there is, with any ATP stack that you buy, all the stores have got a shaker that was just full of samples that were sent to us by ATP.
Yeah.
We're the only ones in Adelaide that have got this. So there's not like a shaker with 2 samples in it. It's a shaker. There's protein bars, there's samples in it. So if you are an ATP user and you need to stock up on ATP products, just make sure you hit us up at the shop for one of these shakers. Yep. Stocks are limited, so they'll go quick.
They will.
Yep. So our normal ongoing special is buy 3 or more ATP products and you get 15% off. That is online and in store. There is also ATP stacks that are online. You buy 3 or more Ghost products. Also with ATP Science, next year in early January, they're doing a gut right challenge.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, I got the email. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So that will be happening as well. We'll talk about that next year as it comes closer.
The Roaring 20s are back.
What's that?
1920s, 2020, Roaring 20s.
Oh, right.
Wow. Like a chopper.
Yeah. All right, before we go, I'm going to hit you up with a question.
Okay.
What was the biggest influential / talking point of 2019 that we've spoken about?
I reckon it has to be the plant-based movement. That's been happening all year, and it became prevalent around October, November, and it's still going up.
That's
what I think
something
it
that I
is.
didn't even consider, and
That is-
you are most probably right.
That is probably one thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing I'd say is the big TGA implications that sort of came through. They got everyone panicking and thinking that the supplement industry is going to cave in on itself on December the 3rd, and we're still here. All right. Product of the year.
Oh, that's a good one. Personally, or something like along the lines, just like like in terms of
What we've talked about. Showcased. Sell. I got two.
I've got two. Yeah, I've got gut right and disorder.
Okay. All right. That would have been my next question. Would have been pre-workout of the year.
Okay, yeah. So
all right.
Definitely disorder.
All right. Yeah. All right. We'll go to that. So pre-workout of the year, I agree with you. Disorder.
Yep.
By Faction Labs would have been by far our best-selling pre-workout.
Yes.
And it only came out in the second half.
And it's still selling.
Still selling.
Yes.
Product of the year, I would go with two. I would go with, and Ari can put up images of this, is the Optimum Nutrition Amino Energy RTDs.
Oh yes,
As one of them?
I forgot about them. Yes.
As a ready-to-drink product, this thing went nuts. And we're still selling so much.
Yeah.
So delicious, so addictive, so nice.
Yes, we went from we tried Bang.
Yep.
That went really well, and then we couldn't get them, so I was trying to spot the Optimum Nutrition ones.
Yep.
And they sold them out really. Then I had to order another case, and then another 10, another 12, and then 2 weeks ago I was like, oh, 15.
Another one I'll say is, and this is because I just love this product so much, and that is 13 Lives InstaHo. And even though that only came in like last month, but I feel this is one of the best products of the year. In terms of a nootropic / energy / fat burner.
Okay, I got with you. What is your highlight, personal, business, private of the year? What's the most memorable part of the year for you? What? I've got nothing.
Yeah, I've got nothing really. I mean, well, I'd have to say my trip to Europe.
Yeah.
Really, I went to Europe for 2.5 weeks.
That's right. You did,
so really, that was a highlight, and being able to trek to Pulpit Rock and stand on top of Pulpit Rock, which is something that I've aspired to go to ever since I was a child.
Yes. Yeah. That bigger 500-meter down.
Yes.
Thing?
Yep. So that would be it. Interesting. All right.
Yeah.
I just thought I'd just throw that on you.
Yeah.
But you're right. Disorder. It could be up there with product of the year as well. Yeah. Protein of the year. Based on what we sell, it would have to be Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard Whey. It still most probably would be our #1 selling protein, which then lives up to its reputation as the best selling protein powder in the world. Which is actually a pretty good moniker to have.
Yeah, definitely.
And it has been for years. So Optimum Nutrition, cha-ching. Optimum Nutrition would be there as the protein of the year, based on sales. But sales are based on customers being happy, customers coming back and buying a product, customers being happy with the product.
Definitely.
Yeah. 2020 is going to be interesting. I'm going to say that right now.
Yep.
And I say that every year.
Yeah, you are.
But I think this next year we're going to see a lot of changes in the industry. I think for the good.
Yeah, definitely.
I think for the good. And it'll be interesting to see. But the industry will evolve. It will always evolve. It will always keep going. Good products will continue to come out, and we will all move along.
Yeah, we will.
That's it. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Thanks to all our customers, all our gym members for supporting us, and we look forward to bringing you more news next year.
Yeah, we will.
Have a very Merry Christmas and have a very Happy New Year from all of us at Australian Muscle, from me, Kim, Adrian, Ari, Jason and Taylor. We wish you all the best, and we will catch you all in the first week in January. See you guys.
Bye-bye.